You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
One shot, that one scores! What a shot from Wood! It scores and then scores! Cody Clark ties the game with 22.7 to go! He tries to work his way towards it, finds his shot, scores! Across and his shot, scores! And that one goes wide, Chase out front, scores! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center. It is another Saturday night home game for the Rockets. Back-to-back nights with games. Noah Smith, Jermey McGrady on the call for tonight's game. It is the Leamington Flyers in town to take on the Rockets tonight. Jeremy, the Rockets have seen the Flyers already twice this month, both of them not going the way they wanted to.
No, and that's the thing right now for the Rockets. They faced them twice already. Both here, going on the road into Leamington, and unfortunately those will be 3-0 and 3-2 losses. And so even though those are losses that you don't want to have, they're close games. And so for the Rockets, they just want to continue the positive energy coming in here tonight, being at home, and trying to get off this energetic crowd.
We talked about it when we were on the road for the broadcast in Leamington. This Flyers team is a team that has Sutherland Cup aspirations. They're a team that is at the top of the standings right now and is looking to probably stay there and will likely stay there for the remainder of the season. They're a good team. And for the Rockets to play them fairly close in those first two meetings, despite being depleted a little bit with the injury bug hitting the team, two good showings, and that's on the big ice in Leamington. You bring it back here in Strathroy. You mentioned home ice, home crowd, a little bit smaller rink that you're more familiar with, and we'll see how they fare tonight.
Absolutely, and that's the thing with these Leamington Flyers. Year after year, they're always finishing top in the Western Conference for the GOJHL, and so you expect them to be a winning team, and I expect them to be, again, top of the Western Conference again this season, and that's going to be a key thing for Leamington. They like to put the puck in the back of the net as well. In their last 5 games, they've outscored their opponents 24-8. That's quite the impressive number, considering the amount of goals that you can score inside of games. I mean, a 7-3 victory in St. Thomas, a 6-2 victory against the number 1 seed right now in the London Nationals, and that's a statement game for the Flyers. So coming in here tonight against Strathroy, they're going to look to try to add on to their win streak already at 5.
A perfect 8-0 record at home for the Flyers this season. Not as good on the road, 4-2-0-1. They're on the road tonight to take on a Strathroy team that has just 1 win at home this season. Really looking to try and turn that around. Of course, the big event, Hometown Hockey, coming next week, where it will also be the Leamington Flyers in town. It's a busy stretch of about 30 days where we see the Flyers 4 times. It's nice to get it out of the way early in the season, but it hurts you a little bit here in the month of October.
For sure, and that's the thing when you're facing a team like Leamington that's a little bit further distance. You want to get those further teams out of the way early on in the season so that come the winter time, you only have to travel to London, Sarnia, St. Thomas, St. Mary's, just those close proximity teams that you have to play and not have to go to those further destinations.
The Rockets coming off a win last night in St. Thomas at the Joe Thornton Community Center. That game, a come-from-behind win in which they scored 2 goals in the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds, one on the power play and then a late one as well to give them the win. A big win for them in a month that they haven't really got a whole lot of points, Jeremy. Just 5 points in 7 games so far. Not as good as they were in September.
No, for sure. In September, they had 9 points in 8 games, and that's a thing, as we're starting to end October and go into November. That's one thing that the Rockets are going to look to try to turn around, is making sure that they can get points in key situations. So I expect the Rockets to come out here tonight against one of the top teams in the West and try to put in a statement game here tonight.
Just 2 scratches in the lineup tonight for the Leamington Flyers. Darby Lemieux will be scratched, as well as Zachary Frescura, as well as a few scratches in the Strathroy lineup. Michael Mucci is scratched tonight. Carson Perry, Jordan Dantino still out with injuries, and Christian James McDonald not on the lineup card either tonight. No ads for the Strathroy Rockets in tonight's game, but we do see Captain Daniel Aspro making his second straight start for this team after playing his first game last night in St. Thomas. It's a big boost to have your captain back in the lineup on the ice, and he came in, got an assist on the Rockets' first goal last night.
And it's huge when you have like you said, your captain coming back into the lineup. It gives you that extra boost of confidence, and this will be his first game back here at the West Middlesex Arena, and so it's going to be huge tonight for the Rockets to have their leader back at home ice, get them going, and make sure they can try to get a victory against Leamington here tonight.
Back-to-back games, back-to-back nights with games, pardon me. That means that Jermey McGrady, who started last night's game in St. Thomas, will have the night off. Josh Diamond is back in net to face off against the Leamington Flyers tonight on home ice. Their starting goaltender will be Matthew Waite, who we've already seen a few times in Leamington. Ryan Polidori will get the night off for Leamington. He's been their go-to guy. They're going to go with the secondary guy in Matthew Waite tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And for Strathroy, you go back to Diamond tonight, could have been a little bit questionable considering that, Michelli won last night. You could have gone with the hot hand, but on a back-to-back, you want to give him the rest, get Diamond in. Diamond's played really well here at home so far this season, and he's been able to do that well so far.
Yeah, has a 2.54 goals against average and a very good 936 save percentage. He's going to look to try and build on that tonight against, well, like you mentioned, a team that likes to fill the net in the Leamington Flyers, and they're going to look to try and do the exact same tonight, though. We are almost set for the national anthems, though, here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, and puck drops soon to follow. We'll take it down now to ice level for the singing of the Canadian national anthem. So the anthem's complete on ice level. We are set and ready for Strathroy Rockets hockey here to kickstart this Saturday night. One of three games going on around the Western Conference tonight. Jeremy, two other ones.
Yep, and the St. Thomas Stars are in Kamoka this evening playing against the Kings. And then a rare Saturday night game over in London where the Nationals are taking on the LaSalle Vipers. And so quite the interesting two games. We'll see how well they do. We'll check them throughout the game here tonight.
The starting lineup for the Strathroy Rockets on defense, it is going to be Wes Poirier and Aiden Burns up front. It's the line of Brandon Sanders with Zachary Perreault and Cody Clerk. And to take the draw, O'Neill, he's got Weston as well as King on his left. to start it. The Flyers win the opening face-off. They have it back on the fence, trying to send it up. That one's off the skates of Weston. Playing up ahead here at the center ice line. A hit there on Clerk, and it's going to be the Flyers carrying it across. O'Neill tried to find Hull there. Burrow with the puck on the boards, takes a hit there, trying to get it out here. They do across the blue line there, but it's going to be Leamington working it right back in, throws that one on goal, goes just wide over top of the pad there of Josh Diamond, and cleared the zone there by the Rockets, who gets it dumped right back in there by the Flyers. Down back behind the Strathroy net. Wes Poirier there to play the puck. He plays it over there. That pass goes right past its intended recipient. It's going to be thrown right back into the zone there by the Flyers, who come in on the attack here. Big hit late on there, and now Burrow with the puck. Burrow tries to get it onto the stick of Clerk there. That pass intercepted by the poke check and thrown back in once again here by the Flyers. Puck rimmed around the boards. Calendike now with it across the blue line. Throws it on goal right into the logo of Diamond, who's going to cover up our first whistle of the game 58 seconds in.
Good start here for the Leamington Flyers. They've been able to keep the puck inside of the zone of the Rockets, and not a lot of pressure, just a lot of dump-ins and a lot of good puck possession here by the Flyers, and so the Rockets not quite starting on time.
So that win goes back to McKibben, now into the corner here. Offensive zone for the Leamington Flyers, picked up by Hofstetter behind the net for Strathroy. Sends it off the boards in the backhand, and now sent down the ice there off the backhand of Daniel Aspro. But on this fresh surface, it will go for icing, and we'll head all the way back down into the Strathroy zone.
And another thing to remember here, it's a bit of a shorter ice surface here. So for Leamington, they've had a couple of dump-ins where the puck's been coming around quite quickly, and they haven't had to react that way before. And so for Strathroy, they have to take advantage.
Thrown on goal from the point scores. The Flyers will strike first. A minute 15 into this one. I don't think it was deflected out front, but a big screen, and the shot gets past Josh Diamond. 1-0 Leamington.
Shot from the point right off the draw, and I do believe there might have been a deflection. I definitely did hear some contact with the puck, and so early on, the Rockets are down early.
Face off, the Rockets try to work their way up. Brendan Mares picks up the puck in the slot, throws it on goal, glove down, and stopped by Matthew Waite, making his first stop of the game on a shot from Brendan Mares.
And that's a good job there by the Rockets to get the puck inside of the Leamington zone, throw it onto the net, get yourself an offensive face-off here early, only a minute and a half in.
Face-off tied up right away, goes back to Freifogel on the point, picked up by Daniel Aspro, who sends it into the corner for Brendan Mares. Mares sends it off the back of the net, thrown on goal. Quick whistle there, but it's going to be covered up by Matthew Waite.
And a good job there by Freifogel right at the line, keeping it in, allowing the Rockets to get some pressure and throwing one in front, which was almost a dangerous scoring opportunity there for the Rockets. And so they come close, and now they throw Clerk out there with Saunders, and Freifogel remains out there for the Rockets.
One back to the point here. Blake Hall, who's back in the lineup after serving a one-game suspension, thrown out front. Burrow put it on net there, but it goes wide. Clerk picks it up back behind the net. Still maintaining control of the puck here. Shuffled by Johnson and then thrown up the boards here. The Flyers look to work out onto the stick of Weston there, but put back into the zone by Sanders. Lacotte works it up to Weston. Weston with it now, in across the blue line for Leamington, throws it off the boards, almost right back to him. O'Neill has it, throws that one off the side of the net. Now back behind Weston, trying to throw it in front. Hits off a skate, and it stays behind the net here. The Rockets trying to work the puck up now. Hull gets it up into the neutral zone, but just backhanded back by Lacotte into the Strathroy zone, who's going to be picked up by Freifogel. Gives it up to Sanders, who's going to look to try to find his way up. Long lead pass onto the stick of Clerk, who just flips it up forward. Kicked back behind the net. Flyers in their own zone. Fetter with it. Comes out front of his own net. Pass up onto the half wall. Now trying to get it up into the neutral zone here. That one's going to be intercepted off of Burrow. Thrown up off a few shin pads. Calendike picks it up. Flyers work their way into the offensive zone, down into the far corner. Still with possession of the puck, trying to take it back. Thrown up off the boards, past the stick of Zachary Burrow, and it'll go down all the way into the Leamington zone. The forwards unit will change here for Strathroy. 3 minutes gone in the first period. It's a 1-0 lead. Picked up by Babenko. Babenko gets across the line, and he's thrown into the boards from behind. No call from the officials after a little bit of a dangerous situation hit there. Off on the point now. Thrown into the far corner. It goes back behind the Leamington net. Waite goes left to right and looking to try and find this one. It's just going to be flipped up into the neutral zone right on the stick of Poirier, who dumps it back in. Going back to get the puck there Thrown over to Feder. Feder puts it up to the point. Kept in by Poirier. Poirier throws that one on pad. Saved by Matthew White. Into the corner. Once again, Hoskins battling here. Feder over. Jeffrey on the boards. 20 points on the season for Jeffrey. He puts it up into the neutral zone to Poirier. That one thrown forward, and it will go all the way down. Unable to get a stick on it was Hoskins, and it will be an icing call here on the Rockets.
Some good possession there by the Rockets. Kept it inside the Leamington zone. Tried to throw a couple of shots towards Waite, and they tried a couple of deflections. One almost went in earlier on, and so now we have faced off down inside of the Strathroy zone.
Face-off won by the Rockets. Poirier has it. Good pass over there to Burns, and now Burns looking to try to find a pass up. Just past the stick of Babenko. Blanton plays it off the board, sends it back up into the Strathroy zone. Up there, Franklin's just going to tip it up forward. Tries to get back on his stick there, but Leamington will work up the ice. Long lead pass up there. Gets across the blue line. Almost over to Michaud. Spezial with it, back behind his own net. He gets rubbed out. Puck still in the zone. Thrown out front. Good chance there, but Spezial will get it back up. Kept in. Thrown into the corner by Monty. Michaud has it back in the corner here for Leamington. Trying to go over to Jeffrey, but that puck gets poked away on the poke check and just thrown up and down the ice. It'll roll on its side, and it will go all the way down, but no icing call there. They said the Leamington player had a play on it, and the Flyers will be forced to work out from their own zone. Up into the neutral zone. Picked up. Hofstetter with it. Tries to find a pass over to Franklin. Spezial tries to go with a backhand pass behind his back to Jenny. Unable to get it there. That one's thrown up into the skates, and now Armstrong carries it up here for the Flyers. In across the zone from the slot. Throws that one on goal. Stopped by Diamond. Puck goes into the corner. Battle continues here. Now it's the Rockets working their way up. Freifogel trying to get across with speed. Gets it into the offensive zone here before he gets dished down to the ice. And the Flyers look to try to work out. Right in front of their bench there. Jenny battling, thrown up forward, and that one's going to hit off a body and go into the Flyers penalty box. And it will be a whistle with 5:03 gone here in the first period of play.
Good quick pace here early on in this game. Lots of speed with both of these teams. Few quick shots, and so this is good hockey so far to start this first period.
Aspro in to take the draw, but it's won by the Flyers. Lecotte carries it across the red line, tries a big slap shot from the point to get it on. It hits off the boards, and it's going to be covered up by Josh Diamond.
And Diamond's going to be doing that all night long. Any puck that comes towards him in his vicinity, he's going to grab. Knowing these Leamington Flyers like to put the puck in the back of the net, like we mentioned before the game started, it's going to be an interesting thing as we see Aspro and O'Neill give themselves a little shot, and they're both going to be waved out of the face-off circle.
So the linesman throws them both out. Weston to take the draw here against Mayers. Wins it, has it in the slot, looks to get a shot on. That one stopped by Diamond. Still back behind the Rockets net, holding on to it, looking for a pass, goes up to the point. Lecotte keeps it in, getting it past Wood. Now behind the net, working it out front, scores. Right in the slot, Hall was all alone, and it's going to be 2-0 Leamington.
Bit of a set play there by the Leamington Flyers as that one made its way to the point. Went back in. Looks like they were going to start the cycle. It ended up going right in behind the net. And then a beautiful feed out in front right to Hall, and he had some open space. Josh Diamond couldn't make the stop, and so early on, Leamington has a 2-0 lead.
Simons with the puck, just throws it in on goal, takes the hop off the boards, and comes right out front of the Strathroy net. Sent up to Clerk. Clerk gives it up to Sanders, who gets through the neutral zone with the puck. Met by Sagan, but he's able to hold on to it, throw it towards the net there. Clerk was unable to get his stick on it, and the Flyers will try to work up here. They do. In across the red line with speed. Just dumps it in, throws it off the end boards. They've seen how lively those boards are already and are using it to their advantage, just throwing it into the zone. Feder now goes up to Beneteau. Beneteau up into the slot, kept in there. Simons back behind the net. Burns looking for a pass. Skating up a little bit. Dodges a few hits, tries to get it up. Burns unable to hold it on, goes onto the stick of Beneteau. Beneteau gets his stick lifted. Arm of the official comes up. Beneteau is going to be getting a penalty here. The Rockets will go to the power play as that one's going to be touched up by Michaud. A slashing call. And the Rockets will, down 2-0, get a chance on the power play.
Beneteau comes in with the slash down inside of the Rockets zone. And so the power play here for the Rockets, it's going to go to work. They're ranked 15th in the GOJHL, and the penalty kill for Leamington, 10th at 82.8%. So we'll see if the Rockets can try to get a quick goal back here and make it a one-goal game.
Just over 15% on the power play for the Rockets this season. They were 2 for 5 last night in St. Thomas, and that one's going to be kicked all the way back down into their own zone after the offensive zone face-off. Kieran Jenny's back there with the puck. Looking for a pass. He'll give it up to Daniel Aspro. Aspro over to Hofstetter. He gets it up ahead. Into the offensive zone. Up into the slot. That one gets poked away by Waite. Into the corner here. Rockets trying to set up in the offensive zone, but Johnson will get that puck and throw it around the boards all the way down. As coming out to get it is Josh Diamond back behind his own net. Already 30 seconds gone here on the Strathroy man advantage. Jenny once again to set things up here. Goes to Aspro, who goes back to Jenny, and then back to Aspro, who carries it in across the line. Mayers throws it off the skates of Hofstetter, back behind the Leamington net. Aspro in the corner, throws it up the boards. There's no one at the point there for the puck. Jenny now back in his own zone, backtracking, looking for a pass, goes up to Hofstetter. Hofstetter takes a big hit right in front of the penalty bench, and that puck's going to go up and out of play. Exactly a minute gone on the Strathroy power play.
And the power play so far for the Rockets, just a little off course right now, not finding their passes, going tape to tape, couple of turnovers, which is leading to only having a minute left of power play time, not having quite the control they want to have inside of the Leamington zone.
Face-off won by the Rockets here as they try to work it out. Freifogel now is going to carry the puck across the red line and just dump it into the zone. Off to the right of Matthew Waite. Blanton has it. He's just going to tie it up in the corner. Multiple Rockets giving chase. That one's sent back up to the point once again, but no one there as it goes all the way down into the Strathroy zone. Haven't spent a whole lot of time in the offensive zone here with 35 seconds to go in the man advantage. Looking for an outlet pass goes to Riley Wood. Wood's pass, that one gets intercepted by Jeffrey, but he does get it passed into the offensive zone corner. Goes off the boards there. That one takes a funny hop. It's going to be capped in though, but it's going to be the Flyers working their way forward offensively, trying to get control of the puck. Falling down there, Barreau, maintaining control of it, Monty. Goes back to Jeffrey. Jeffrey dodges a few hits there. Gets it past Hall. Over to Freifogel. In their own zone here, the Rockets going D to D. That will expire the time on the penalty. And we'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey here as Freifogel carries it into the offensive zone for Strathroy. Goes down to Johnson, who throws it around the boards looking for a pass out of the zone. Flyers working forward here. Good chance. Over to Lacotte. Lacotte throws that one on. Glove down by Josh Diamond, who makes the stop. And the face-off will be inside, but a wasted opportunity on the power play there by Strathroy.
And that's the unfortunate thing for the Rockets. Had 2 minutes of power play time. Didn't even get a shot on goal, I believe. And so they're going to want to work on their power play, try to get things going here so far. And we're only halfway through the first, and Leamington's up by 2.
Prue carries it into the zone and dumps it in as soon as he gets across the red line here. The Rockets in the offensive zone. Stick lift there. Hoskins on the side, throws it on. Stopped by Waite, but goes into the corner. Ben Diamond battling here, trying to keep it in, but it's going to get out, and the Rockets will have to clear before they go back in on the offensive attack. Back behind their own net now. Flyers send it up. That one goes right off the stick of Jones and carried up there. Looking for a pass. Trying to find it. Prue, who's back in his own zone, dodges a hit there, and now will look to move up ice. At his own blue line. Gets across the red and just dumps it forward here. Thrown on goal, takes a hop off the boards, and is going to be covered up by Matthew Waite with 10:45 to go in the first period of play.
Well, the best chance of the game for the Rockets just happened courtesy of Liam Hoskins. Threw a little soft backhand shot towards Waite, and it fooled him just a little bit. Made the save, but that was one of the best chances for the Rockets here so far.
Face-off, tied up right away. Now down into the corner. Diamond with it. Throws that one right into the middle there, but no Rockets, and it's going to be Weston for the Flyers who gets it. Throws that one in. Diamond loses his footing in the net. Was able to make the pad save, and now the Rockets will look to try to move up ice. Passes getting intercepted all over the ice here as they try to get it back. Diamond backhands that one in on goal. Matthew Waite had a little bit of trouble getting that one into his glove, but the Flyers will move up the ice quickly here. In across the red line, throws it into the opposite corner. Takes a hop off the boards. Weston unable to keep it there. Fetter and Franklin battling with it. Fetter's going to pick up his stick again, trying to get it back. Franklin up onto the Wolves. Fetter from the point throws that one on, blockered away by Diamond. Weston once again throws it into the slot. Hall able to get a shot, but it was blocked by the shin pad of Poirier. Thrown off the net, another good chance there, right off the boards, and the Rockets will work their way up the ice now. With the control of the puck, Kieran Jenny loses it slightly, dodging a hit there, Spezial. as it goes back into the Strathroy zone. Poirier flipped up ahead there, and it goes over top of the short glass on the side. I believe off the stick of McKibben. We'll see where they put the face-off with 9:38 left in this first frame.
Face-off's going to come outside. It was deemed that it was touched by a Rocket stick last. And so far, the Rockets have had a little bit of trouble making their passing so far. They've always had two guys to the one side. They need to have one person more towards the middle and try to have that open feed up the middle of the ice.
Hull gets the puck at center ice and tries to dump it in there. Sends Simons to the ground as he came after him with a hit. Now up into the middle of the ice. That one goes off the stick of Wood and right in on goal. It's going to be covered up by Matthew Waite. Not a shot on goal, but he'll have to cover it up. 9:19 left in the first.
Another strange thing, too, is the puck has taken a couple of weird bounces here tonight. Diamond's been fooled by one. Wade's been fooled by one. There's been a couple of bounces off the boards. I mean, we are getting close to Halloween, so it is getting close to tricky season. And so we'll see how tricky the Rockets can get tonight.
Johnson with the puck now as the Flyers look to move forward as they get across the red line, dumping it in. Monty's going to be the first one there, met by Freifogel. Down in the Strathroy end. Continuing to battle up on the half wall there. In to get him is Jeffrey as well. Over to Hull. Hull tries to send that one up, hits off a few sticks, and it's going to be played all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Rockets play that one forward off the stick of Wood. No icing. It goes all the way down. Out to play it, Matthew Waite, thrown around the boards there, and it will go all the way down the ice. It will have enough, and it will go for icing.
Strathroy, so in the second half of this first period, have done a better job controlling the puck. They've had more possession. They're starting to have more control inside of the Leamington zone. They just need to start throwing some pucks towards Waite and see if they can get a loose one and try to poke one home.
Sanders on the draw. Puck back behind the net for Barreau. Barreau on the back end, throws it into the slot. In there, scores! Sanders right out front. Bangs it home. 2-1.
Well, I said they needed to find a garbage goal. And 2 seconds after I say it, what happens? There's a loose puck right in front of the net. And Sanders finds the loose change and he puts it past the goalkeeper and Waite. And so now, with only 8:37 to go, they're only down by 1. They're right back in this game here, Noah.
Right off the face-off, the puck went behind the net. Barreau picked it up, backhanded it out front, and it was Clerk who gave it over to Sanders, who poked it home. It's a 2-1 game now. Flyers still leading. Puck goes into the Leamington zone. Rockets in on the attack here, trying to get it up. That one unable to be kept in, but Hofstadter's going to throw it right back into the attacking corner here. Sanders turning back and going after the puck here. That one thrown off the boards. Jones throws it up there, intercepted by Barreau. Toss back into the Leamington zone. That pass intercepted by Clerk, who takes a hit up high there, but goes down into it. Fancy getting attacked by the Rockets as they have it back in their own zone, trying to work it up with 8 minutes to go. Long pass right onto the stick of Jones there. Jones just backhands it into the Strathroy zone. Going in on the attack here. That pick is going to go off a stick, kept in place. Sanders looking for a pass. Right up there. Thrown on goal. That one goes right. The Rockets looking for a change here. They'll get it. Flyers working up the ice. Long pass right onto the stick there of Armstrong, but he gets it poked off him by the defenseman Burns, and the Rockets back in their own zone. Poirier up to Hoskins. Hoskins backhands it forward right onto the stick of Babenko. Babenko tries to get it forward. Diamond backhand, glove save by Waite.
And it seems as though the Rockets have found their legs here late in this first period as they're starting to actually hold the puck a little bit. Earlier on, they were trying to rush that puck up now. They're waiting for the Leamington forwards to make that press. And so right there, that was a good chance, and now we'll see if they can put another one behind Waite.
Kept in by Poirier, goes into the corner. Diamond giving chase up against Johnson. Flyers looking to find a pass, rims it around the boards. Poirier once again kept it in, throws it around the boards, takes a hop there, but O'Neill will play it up to Hall. Hall gets it out. Kept in by Burns, who almost loses his footing at the red line there, and will just flip it up forward all the way down in. And hits off, I believe they're going to say the rafters here at the low ceiling of the West Middlesex Memorial Center, and the faceoff should come outside with 7:02 to go in the first.
And for the Rockets, you know, they've been doing a good job so far in the second half of the first period, getting pucks towards the net. Like I said before, they found their feet. They're starting to make those passes nice and crisp, and so now we'll see if they can get rewarded here yet again and try to tie the game up.
Calendike across the line, dumps it in. The Rockets will look to bring it back out. Poirier behind his own net, throws it off the boards. Franklin against Calendike now, battling it up, looking to try and tie it up there. Big battle as well. Calendike wakes just outside. It's Franklin in there with Burns. Poirier takes a shot at him as well. That puck will be able to clear, though, as it was a shot from the point that hit off the boards. And clears the zone. Seguin back behind his own net now for the Flyers. With speed, works his way up the ice. Goes to the backhand there. Nobody there to receive the pass. Spezial over to Poirier. Thrown off the boards there, and Franklin will go get the puck. Offensive zone. Franklin with the puck. Over to Spezial in the slot. He was unable to get it on his stick and get a good shot off there. Jenny unable to get it as well. And now Beneteau with the puck. Thrown into the boards there. Rubbed out. That one thrown off the pad of Diamond. Into the corner. Almost into the slot here. McKibben back down to Michaud. Michaud spins, looking for an outlet, finds Monty in the corner, who goes back behind the net. He's on his backhand, looking for a pass. Goes back to Michaud, who spins and gets away from Spezial. Back behind the net. Back to Michaud. Michaud still holding on to it. Flyers have intense pressure here. Back behind the net. Goes into the corner, thrown out front. That one right through. Michaud with it now. Michaud throws that one on goal, stopped by Diamond. Gets it right back, throws that one wide. Another pad saved there by Diamond. And now they're going to say the net came off, as it looks like it is off there after Diamond skate went into it.
And that's the first real good pressure that we've seen Leamington have in the last 5 to 8 minutes or so. And the Rockets did a good job of keeping them to the outside, not allowing anything towards the front of the net, towards a high-scoring area. And so the Rockets have been doing a good job defensively here, shutting down the Flyers.
Armstrong against Aspro. Aspro is going to be the one to win it here. And they're going to look to try and work their way up the ice. That one goes off a stick and into the Rockets bench. Rockets looking to bring back the pressure that they had over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Stuck in their own zone right now. Aspro versus Fancy in the face-off circle. That one tied up right away, almost falling on it, Aspro. That puck shot on goal, stopped by Diamond, now into the corner here. Tripped up there. Fancy gets back to his feet. Looking to try and get the puck through. Jones is in there as well. That one goes up to Wood. Wood looking for a pass. He does get it out of the zone at least. He tries to throw back in, but hits off his own man, Jones. Armstrong pushing it past Jones now. Over to Armstrong. Back out into the slot. Good defensive play there. And now working their way up the ice. Hall goes to Mayers. Mayers into the slot. Gets that one poked away. Aspro carries it up to Hall. Hall back to Aspro, who's back behind the net here. Riley Wood comes in as well. Back behind the net. Carries it out front into the slot. Good chance there for the Rockets. But the Flyers will go for a full change here. Hall with the puck. Long pass up there to Aspro. Aspro dodges a hit with it. Backhands it forward. Picked up by Riley Wood. Wood into the slot. Tries to find Mayers. Mayers throws that one on. Aspro in the slot. That one gets blocked. Into the corner. Thrown out front again. Aspro throws that one on. He misses the top corner there. Back behind the net here. The Flyers trying to work it back. But it goes right back to Mayers. Into the slot. Aspro pad saved by Waite. Flyers will finally try to clear the zone here. Unable to as of yet, but O'Neill's going to pick it up and get it across. Give it up to Hall. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Hall over to Weston. Oh, hits off a stick. Right onto the stick of Feder, who throws that one on goal. And luckily able to get a stick on it there and send it out to play with the Rockets' defense.
Both teams having to come up big here on these last few plays. Great defensive play by Blake Hall inside of the Rockets, and he had a mini little 2-on-1 in front of him, made a great stick play, and then down at the other end, Aspro had a couple of close chances to get a shot away, and again, the Leamington Flyers, they too did their defensive job, and so they got rewarded with a scoring chance.
Right in the slot there, good chance for the Flyers off the face-off. Trying to get it out here, Barreau. He'll get it up to Cody Clerk. Clerk in across the line there. Stopped up by the defense in Beneteau. And now back in their own zone, the Flyers will look to try and slow things down a little bit and set up to go. 3:40 left here in the first period of play. Flyers leading 2-1. That one turned over. Clerk gives it up. Barreau dumps it in on the backhand all the way down into the Leamington zone. Hits off the boards and will be covered up by Matthew Waite off to the side of his net.
Waite becoming a bit busy here late in this first period, having to face a couple of close chances for the Rockets, and it almost looked like Aspro was going to have an open net to shoot at. But good sticks in the lane by the Flyers, being able to allow that puck to go away from the net. And so now with a face-off zone just to his right, we'll see if the Rockets can try to tie this game up here late in the first period.
Babenko on the face-off, tries to go back to the point. Poirier unable to keep it in, so the Rockets will go offside there. Just got over the blue line. 3:22 to go in the first period of play.
For Leamington, they're not going to be too happy with themselves allowing that goal. Now it's a one-goal game, and so now they're going to have to try to get another one here late.
Face-off was in the neutral zone here. Poirier with it right in front of his own bench, throws it forward. Hoskins tries to bang it into the zone here. Flyers go D to D, trying to work the puck up into the neutral zone. Monty picks it up on his backhand. Goes over, pass over. Michaud throws that one on goal, pad save, right back out front, covered up as Diamond jumps on the loose puck out front and covers up for the stop.
And so far in this game, I'm seeing that the Flyers like to try to go towards the back door. And for those who don't understand what I'm meaning by back door, it's basically is they're looking for that guy basically behind another player. They're looking for that player that's trying to sneak into a play, try to get to that open space, and try to throw one into an open scoring chance.
Lacotte throws it off the boards purposely, but it bounces right onto the stick there. Rockets work their way out. Aspro across the red line throws that one forward, but it's going to be kicked off the stick there of Waite and out of play. So the face-off will go inside of the Leamington zone.
And that one just getting out of play. If you've never been here to the West Middlesex Memorial Arena, there's a yellow line right where the glass would be typically inside of that one end zone. And so that line coming into play right there for the Rockets.
Good pass here as the Flyers work their way out and across the blue line with it. Michaud still holding on to it on his backhand behind the net. Getting rubbed out by Freifogel, sent up there. Now Jeffrey back to the behind the net. Trying to throw it out into the slot there, but unable to get it. Still in the corner. Looking for a pass. Jeffrey thrown on goal. Stopped by Diamond. He snacks them up. And some way, somehow, he's able to make the stop.
Well, we've seen it numerous times where Josh Diamond has to show off his acrobatic abilities. And right there, the puck was bouncing on him, and it went off of his shoulder. He was able to deflect it down back towards his chest, and he was able to put a glove on it and make the acrobatic save.
Face-off one. Freifogel carries it up here for Strathroy. That pass almost over to Wood, but it goes between his legs there. Feder. Now Astro picks it up. Dumps it into the far corner there. Glove down by Sagan. Picks it up. He tries to go over to the pass. That one's going to be stopped up, and Astro's just going to send it back down into the Leamington zone. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Rockets trailing the Flyers by a score of 2-1. Battling right out front here of the Leamington bench. Wood with the puck. Loses it there. Gets out past the blue line. Dumped up forward on the backhand there. Onto the stick of Wood. In the slot. Slows that one on. Hits off the side of the net. And will clear the zone here. And the Flyers will look to come back the other way. Onto the stick of Jones. Jones goes wide. Almost right back into the slot onto the stick of Armstrong. But it's just out of the reach of his stick. Kicked up forward. Mayers with it. Trying to get the puck there. He gets rubbed out. Interfered with. And yes, indeed, the arm of the official will come up here. And the Rockets will be heading back to the power play. An interference call.
Nice offensive rush there by Mayers trying to get in. And so an interference call, and it's going to go to Blanton as he clearly took away the lane of Mayers towards the puck. And so that's an interference all day long. 2 minutes goes up onto the clock. And so the Rockets are going to finish off the first period here on the power play.
Dump back in behind the Leamington zone. Wood looking to give chase. That one's going to be kept in at the blue line. Great play by Hull. Throws that one in on goal and covered up by Waite. You mentioned finishing off the period, 1:26 to go in the first, and now 1:55 left on the minor penalty to Blanton. Sanders takes the draw, wins it. Rockets go back to the point. Hall now. Over to Freifogel. Freifogel throws that one on goal way up high, hits off the glass, and will get out. It's going to be cleared out of the zone there by Michaud. All of the Flyers will go for a line change. Fresh four legs on the ice, and now up the ice here come the Rockets. That pass missing its intended recipient. Thrown up the ice by McKibben. Off the skate of Freifogel here in the neutral zone. Hall looking for a pass. Spins up a little bit, but then gets intercepted there at the point. Josh Diamond, who's back in his own zone now, Plays the puck right on the stick of Freifogel, who dodges it, moves up the ice with speed. Offensive zone. Makes a move towards the net there. Gets blocked slightly. Rockets still have it in the offensive zone. Into the slot. Thrown on goal. Gloved down by Wade. In the slot. Still with the puck. Wood tries to get it out. And able to get it out there is Armstrong for Leamington. 30 seconds to go in the first period. 55 remain here on the minor penalty to Blanton. Kieran Jennings goes up to Hofstetter. Hofstetter up to Wood. Wood with it once again, looking for a pass there. That one's going to be intercepted by Monty, who's just going to throw it all the way back down into the Strathroy end. Diamond out to play it, looking for a pass over to Jenny. 10 seconds left in the period. One last chance for a rush here for the Rockets. Jenny across the red line, throws it into the corner, back behind the net now. Cleared up to the point. Sanders, Hofstetter, that one will clear the zone. And that will do it for the first period of play. The Rockets get one back after a little bit of a slow start in which the Flyers took a 2-0 lead. They seem to have found their step a little bit in the second half of the first period, and will head to the dressing room trailing by a score of 2-1.
Good first period there for the Rockets. They didn't get off to the best of starts, but they slowly got their feet into the game. They get a goal, a nice little garbage goal made there by Sanders, getting on the board, and so only down one heading into the second frame. I think that's what the Rockets would hope for against this Leamington Flyers squad.
It wasn't a fantastic start to the first period. Obviously, the Flyers struck first, and they actually got the first two, and it wasn't looking fantastic through about, I'll say, the first 8 minutes of this game. But the Rockets got back into it, and in the second half of that first period, they spent a lot more time in the offensive zone as well.
And that's the thing for the Rockets. They didn't, I call start on time. They didn't exactly have their feet in that first 5-8 minutes, but then they slowly started getting their feet into the game. They started making crisper passes. It rewarded them to a goal. And so now heading into this second period, we'll see if the Rockets could come out of the gate flying, get their wheels going, and try to tie this game up early heading into the second period.
Both teams so far, Jeremy, have been using the boards a lot more than we've seen in the past here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. I think they've kind of figured out that, hey, things are, taking some weird hops here, taking lively hops for sure. And we've seen both teams, we've seen Leamington especially, just throw pucks off the boards looking for that bounce out front, and they've got it a few times.
And that's the thing when you have these quirky arenas here like West Middlesex, where it's a smaller rink than your typical NHL size rink. And so both teams in this game are taking advantage of it. The puck seems to rattle around really quickly. That means lively boards, and so it's going to be a really interesting thing to see heading into the second period if they continue to use these boards here.
Well, that'll do it for the first period of play. The scoring summary at 1:15 into the game. Leamington gets it started on a goal from Cameron Blanton, assisted by Adam Jeffrey. They get another one from Liam Hall, assisted by Weston and Lacotte. And then the Rockets get on the board on a goal from Brandon Sanders, assisted by Cody Clerk and Zachary Barreau at 11:23. The Rockets trail by a score of 2-1. Heading into the second period, we'll go ahead and take the break and be back with the next 20 minutes here from the West Middlesex Memorial Center.
You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
One shot, that one scores! What a shot from Wood! He scores and then scores! Cody Clark ties the game with 22.7 to go. He tries to work his way towards it. It finds his shot, scores! Across and his shot, scores! And that one goes wide. Chase out front, scores! Welcome back inside of the West Middlesex Memorial Center. We have played 20 minutes here in Strathroy, and the Leamington Flyers on the road tonight looking to extend their win streak, lead 2-1 after 20 minutes, Jeremy. A period in which we talked about at the end of the first. They started well, but the Rockets settled down a little bit, came back a lot better in the last half of that first period.
Yeah, they came to play in that second half, like we've mentioned. They didn't get out to the best of starts. They started to turn it on. As the period gone on, they ended up scoring a goal courtesy of Brendan Saunders getting on the board for the Rockets, making it a one-goal game. And so now heading into the second period, we'll see how well the Rockets come out here and see how well they use these active boards that both teams have been using so far early on in this game.
Two other games going on in the GOJHL Western Conference in tonight. You wanted to talk a lot about games going not exactly where we thought they were going to go.
No, exactly. The London Nationals are currently up on the LaSalle Vipers, currently 6-1. And for the London Nationals, they're coming off of a loss courtesy of these Leamington Flyers, and so that's going to be a good bounce back for the Nationals right now as they lead 6-1. And then up in Kamoka, bit of an upset currently right now. The St. Thomas Stars, who, the Rockets faced last night, they are currently up right now on the Kings 4-1, and that's in the second period. And so St. Thomas coming out to play in Kamoka right now, so two interesting scores out of town here. Two high-scoring scores out of town as well for teams such as St. Thomas, who's been struggling to score all year long, putting up 4 in the first period against Kamoka, and then, of course, London, we know they can score, but to put up 6 on LaSalle in the first period of play, that's not exactly what we were expecting. We're back here, though, as the teams take to the ice at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, and we're almost ready for the second period of play. Shots on goal after the first period, 11-11. Both teams getting 11 shots on goal.
We don't have the stat for time on attack or time spent in the offensive zone, but I think Leamington had at least double what Strathroy did, even after they settled down a little bit in the second half.
For sure, and Leamington had that one possession early in that, or late in that first period, where they just seemed to be dominating the Rockets just for a couple of minutes there, and it's good possession for the Flyers, and then whenever the Rockets would get down there, they only had the puck inside that zone for maybe a minute, 2 minutes, but they kept on going down. But like you mentioned, Noah, the Flyers in that first period almost doubled probably the time of possession with the puck against the Rockets.
So the Rockets will come back out here to start the second period with 25 seconds of a power play. Although not a whole lot of time, they're going to have to get down into the zone and set up quickly if they want to have a chance at scoring. Mayers in across the zone already. Rockets trying to set up back to the point. Jenny's able to keep it in there. Down into the corner. Captain Daniel Aspro off the boards to Brendan Mayers. That one's going to get out. But Jenny keeps it at the blue line, pardon me. Up onto the far side. Clerk back up to the point. Trying to clear the zone. They will. Gets it out past the blue line. Time will expire here on the penalty, and they'll be back to even strength. Jenny at the blue line now trying to poke the puck forward. Out of the box and on the bench there. That pass thrown forward. That misses the stick on a pass from Weston, and it will be an icing call here on the Flyers.
Yeah, Weston threw a little too much sauce onto that pass, missing Simons there on the Flyers, and so now it's another face-off inside of the Leamington Flyers end here, and we'll see if the Rockets can try to win the draw and try to tie the game up here, only 30 seconds into the second period.
Off the draw, it's going to be the Rockets winning it, but the Flyers taking advantage. Jenny there losing it in his skates, and it'll be an offensive chance here. Over to Simons. He has it in the corner now, back behind the net. Babenko will go get it for the Rockets, so they'll escape a little bit now, but Calendike picks up the puck, protecting it on his backhand, still holding on to it. Will finally throw one towards the net, but Hofstetter blocks it up. Now Babenko with the puck. Hofstetter at his own line, trying to throw it up the middle there, off the lively boards, and the Flyers work back ice the other way. Into the slot, top of the circle, throws it on, stopped by Diamond. Puck goes into the corner now. Flyers once again maintaining control. Benecho throws that one on. Rebound on the backhand. Hits off the side of the net. Good chance there. Back into the slot. Stopped by Diamond. Benecho right out front.
Who do you call when you need the good save, big save, huge save? You call Josh Diamond right up, and he'll make that save for you. Pass right out in front into the slot. A good shot on there by the Flyers, but they didn't quite get the accuracy that they wanted. It goes right into the crest of Diamond. Huge save here early on.
Puck down into the corner here. Rockets looking to try and work the puck out. Cody Clerk has it in his skates there. Now Poirier flipping it up forward. That puck's going to hit off the top of the boards on the Leamington bench and bounce out of play. A minute and a half gone in the second period. A 2-1 lead for Leamington.
And for the Rockets early on, they've had a couple of miscommunications and a couple of close chances here for the Flyers. Had that 2-on-1. Luckily, it didn't get on net as Diamond covers up for another save. And so, a couple of stick taps here by Hall and the Rockets as well.
Thrown on net right off the draw there, covered up, and like you mentioned, Poirier getting involved with Hall for the Flyers. We'll have to redo the face-off off to the left of Diamond. And it's actually going to be the linesman messing up on this one as he tripped going for the puck drop. We'll go again, everybody ready to go. And now into the corner here. O'Neill takes a hit there, gets the puck over. Move into the slot, now Clerk with the puck. Clerk tries to get it out there, kept in at the blue line, thrown on goal, blockered away by Diamond. Burns off the boards there. He's got Barreau with him as well. Barreau with the puck now, flips it up forward, trying to get it ahead here. Cody Clerk makes his way towards the net. On the shot, scores! Cody Clerk makes a move to the net and then forehands it. Top corner over the glove of Matthew Waite.
Highlight reel goal by Cody Clerk. He knocks the puck out of the air. He starts at his own blue line, comes across, he receives the pass, he knocks it off his own stick at the center ice red line, busts in alone. Then he makes a nice little deceptive move going in on Waite, throws it with the forehand upstairs, and it's a tie game. What a goal by Cody Clerk.
Face off as the Rockets try to work it back up ice here. Now to tie game 2-2. Aspro picks it up, but falling down in the Leamington zone is Brendan Mayers, so the Rockets will go offside. But early on here, just over a minute and a half into the second period of play, the Rockets have tied the game at 2. And now a face-off in the neutral zone here right in front of the penalty boxes. Hull throws it up forward. Flyers now knocking it down. Sagan picks it up, looking for a pass right onto the stick there of Michaud. Michaud works his way up forward. Still stick handling. Back to Michaud. Michaud backhands that one. Stopped by Diamond. Back beyond the net here. Freifogel tries to backhand it out. It's stopped up. Jeffrey trying to get it out, and it'll go down the ice. And Brendan Mayers now will have an offensive zone chance. Throws that one on goal way over top. And flipped up forward off a stick. And hits off the netting out of play. That one off the stick of Jeffrey. And we've seen a lot of action here to start the second period.
And that's now goal number 3 for Cody Clerk on the season. And the assists were given to Barreau and also to Burns. And so the Rockets now, early on in the second period, I mentioned how they needed to get quick off the start. They've now tied this game. Now they can try to even go for a lead. If they get their third goal, that's the most they've scored here on Leamington so far this season.
Freifogel with it in his own zone, looking to move the puck up the ice, gets it past there. Jenny flips it forward, off the skate of Babenko. In their zone now, up to Armstrong. Armstrong picks it up at center ice here for the Flyers, in across the blue line. Throws it on goal, that one hits off his stick and off the glass, into the corner now. Looking to bring it through Jones. He gets the body thrown around a little bit, goes back behind the net for Armstrong. Down below the red line, Armstrong circles back, maintaining control into the slot, thrown on, blockered away. Another rebound chance there for the Flyers, but Jenny gets it up to Franklin. Franklin tries to move it up forward, but he's stripped by Armstrong once again. Picking it up, Armstrong across the red line, dodges a hit there, gets it deep. Freifogel plays it right back to him. A scrum at center ice here right in front of the Rockets bench, and up the ice here come the Flyers into the offensive zone. Goes wide here, throws that one off the side of the net, trying to play it out. Off the glass there. Kept in at the blue line, into the slot, thrown on goal. That one's over top of Diamond, now back behind the net. Callan Dyke throws that one in. Once again, Rockets trying to work the puck out. Jenny with it, throws it up forward, and the Rockets will be able to go for a line change here. McKibben back for the Flyers. Long lead pass up the Hull. That one hits off his stick and will go right on goal, and will be covered up by Josh Diamond.
Smart cover up there by Diamond as he had a Leamington Flyer on him. He covers up and he gets fresh changes here for the Rockets. Get the legs out for Strathroy and try to get another scoring chance. Deep inside the Strathroy end, we'll see if Leamington can win the draw or the Rockets can win the draw.
Tied up right away, trying to get control of it, but Hull throws it back behind the net here for the Flyers. Proves back to get it there for Strathroy. Messing with Callan Dyke as it thrown up there, right up and down the ice, rolling on its edge. And across the red line for an icing call on the Rockets. 3 minutes and 55 seconds into the second period of play.
We mentioned how these boards are quite active here, and so now it's a quick draw.
Tied up off the draw here. Weston with the puck, gets thrown into the boards by Prue. Sanders now throws that one up forward. Sagan able to get it past there and works his way up forward. Gets tripped up a little bit now. O'Neal with it. Thrown on goal. Makes a nice move. And stopped by Diamond.
Nice little move made there by Simons. He made that little drag. Got it through. Took the shot on. Diamond made the easy stop. And so with 15:48 to go here in the second period, Strathroy needs to get their legs back underneath them. Leamington starting to hand them in.
Right off the draw here, Flyers trying to push it towards the net there, and now falling down and working their way up the ice. The arm of the official is up here. The penalty is going to go to Leamington. Clerk has it, works it towards the net, falling down there. Sagan sends his man to the ice. And we'll see what the penalty call is here. A cross check. And it will be another penalty here for the Flyers. The Rockets will head back to the power play.
Yeah, the penalty going to Jaden Fetters. He's going to, or pardon me, that actually be Sagan. Kobe Sagan going to the box. And I kind of laugh a little bit as the play was coming down. There also might have been a tripping call maybe towards Leamington as well, as the Rockets were asking, hey, that's a second call. As that official was right there to see it as well, but he only calls the one interference call, and the Rockets go back to the power play.
Down in the corner now, continuing to battle here. Both teams trying to tie it up there. It gets out, and the Flyers will be able to clear the zone here. All the way back to Josh Diamond in the zone for the Rockets with 15 seconds gone here on the minor penalty. Back behind their own net, looking to come out and work their way up the ice. Right onto the stick there. That one intercepted. Weston brings it forward here for the Flyers. Shorthanded. Top of the circle. Thrown on goal. Scores a shorthanded goal. And the Flyers will regain the lead here. 3-2.
And that's not how the Strathroy Rockets drawed it up, but it's what the Leamington Flyers had, and so a beautiful play there by Weston, being able to knock the puck away. He grabs possession of the puck, delays it for a second, he throws it on net, deflects off of maybe a Rocket or one of the other Flyers, and it goes past Diamond, and so just like that, a shorthanded goal for the Flyers has it up 3-2.
Flipped in on goal off the draw by the Flyers. Still a minute and a half to go on the power play for Strathroy, but 2 straight games where they've been scored on shorthanded. Up there, Hufstetter pokes it forward with his stick, back behind the Leamington net. Fetter's there to pick it up, looking for a pass. Aspro onto the half wall, goes off his backhand. Fetter now back behind the net for the Flyers, able to squeak out there, goes up to the point. Hufstetter keeps it in. Still into the corner, and the Flyers will be able to clear the blue line here as it's Jenny back to pick it up for Strathroy. Looking for a pass up to Hufstetter. Hofstetter right in front of the Flyers bench. Goes up there. That pass intercepted, and the Rockets will have to try again here. 45 seconds to go on the man advantage. Flipped up forward. That one right on the stick of Brendan Mears. Brendan Mears across. Down in the corner. Throws it off the boards. Rimmed around. Jenny will stop it up. Able to keep it in there at the blue line. Into the corner. Jenny circles up. Looking for a pass. That one gets intercepted. Able to keep it in at the blue line, but now the Flyers will work up. They've got a 3-on-1. Short-handed. Over. Loses it on the pass. Monty had it go right through his legs. They'll go for a line change here. 19 seconds to go in the man advantage. The Rockets will have to come back up the ice. Aspro, long pass up to Mears. Intercepted there. Calendike now trying to work it through. Aspro once again with the puck. Protects it and throws it into the zone. Goes in on the attack. Jeffrey back behind his own net. Throws it around the boards. Kept in by Hoskins. Hoskins tries to get it through. That one will clear the blue line. Once again, now Burns over to Hoskins. Tries to play it up forward, and it's going to be an offensive zone chance here, but it's going to be stopped up by the Flyers, by the Rockets, as the Flyers were the ones trying to come down the ice there. Almost 7 minutes gone here in the second period of play. Now across the line, Babenko with the puck. Throws that on, stopped by Waite, as that one was thrown on goal. And another big stop there by the man in net, Matthew Waite.
Well, the Rockets catch a break as there was another shorthanded opportunity. 3-on-1 for the Flyers. And Monty had that puck hop on him, and it could have been dangerous the other way, but luckily the puck went towards the sidewall where the Rockets had to swing the other way. And they ended up getting down to the other end of the ice, throwing a shot towards Waite, and he covers up, and now we have a face-off that ends up being won by Leamington.
Armstrong up the ice here, tries to find a lead pass over there to Jones. Jones now dishes a hit down, and the Rockets have it back behind their own net. Poirier now circling up. Dodges away from Fancy. Flipped up into the neutral zone. Diamond tries to play it up ahead. Jones loses it slightly. Gets it back. Throws it off the boards and up into the neutral zone. Spezial gets that one stripped from him. Armstrong moving forward here. Trying to press for the Flyers. Right back in front of their own bench. Now down in the Strathroy zone. Kept in there at the point. Trying to work it forward is Hoskins. In his skates. Picked forward into the corner. Woes to the backhand. That one stopped by Diamond. And on the rebound, another stop. Right out front there.
Close call for the Leamington Flyers as they did a good job of keeping that puck inside the blue line. They work it down low. Tight angle shot. Diamond makes the save. And then a rebound pops loose, but then once again, Diamond's able to cover up. And with 12:29 to go, another chance here for the Flyers inside of the Strathroy end.
On the face-off, Sanders wins it. It's rimmed around the boards there. Perot stops it up as well as Blanton. It goes all the way back down into the Strathroy end. Rimmed off the boards there. Clerk with it. Clerk tries to find an outlet pass. That one bounces right on the stick of Perot. Perot in the slot throws that one on goal. Glove down by Waite.
And a good job there by Matthew Waite being aggressive out of his blue paint. Makes the easy save. And so now the Rockets actually have their own opportunity. Try to tie this game up. They have the goal scorer out there, and Sanders also with Perot. They have Perot in the back end. We'll see if they can do it right here.
One back to the point here. Peru's able to keep it in, but not for long. Coming up the ice with speed, the Flyers. Calendine goes wide. Tries to throw that one on goal. Rebound. That one goes wide. First one stopped by the pad of Diamond. It's just going to be flipped up and sent down into the Leamington zone here. That one flipped up and hits off a arm over top of the Rockets bench. So the faceoff will come into the neutral zone. 11:56 to go in the second. And Jeremy, we did see a few whistles ago, one of the Rockets, I believe, heading to the dressing room there after one of the whistles for the Rockets was Brendan Spezial. And we'll wait to see if he comes back. Trainer Mike Brooks went back with him as well. Face-off one here by the Flyers. Flip forward by Feder down into the Strathroy zone. Looking for an outlet pass back behind the net. Stopping up there. Hofstetter battling with him. Trying to find it. Goes over to O'Neill. O'Neill throws that one on. It hits off a stick and goes wide. Now Clerk tying things up in the far corner. Prue with it. Prue gets that one stripped from him. Out in the slot, almost right onto the stick of O'Neill. Feder from the point throws that one on. It goes wide. Kept in once again by Sagan, who throws that one on goal. Back behind the net. Weston out into the slot. That one goes off a stick on a backhand shot and over top of the glass and out of play.
And like you mentioned, we haven't seen Spezial after he took a puck off of maybe the wrist or the hand area. We did see him go off. So we hope he's all right, and that's one of those tough situations where if you get it on the underneath part of your glove, that one can hurt quite a bit, and that one will certainly sting. So we hope for the best and hope Spezial comes back into this game.
Flyers with a chance. Jeffrey in the slot, shot scores. Tons of time to shoot, and he beats Diamond, and the Flyers take a 4-2 lead.
All the time in the world made there. Adam Jeffrey gets the goal. Like I mentioned, he had plenty of time to shoot it. Waited for the screen to come in. Diamond did not see that one as it slips through on his right-hand side, and so now it's 2-goal lead restored for the Leamington Flyers.
Rockets back in their own zone, flipping that one forward off the stick of Wood into the Leamington zone. Flyers back. Stopped up. Wood has it. Down with Aspro. Aspro pins his man up onto the boards, and the Flyers will work their way out. Sent up there. Jeffrey, the first one to get it. Gives it right back. Good chance towards the net. Backhand. Jeffrey backhand. That one's blocked. He had an empty net, but was unable to get a good shot off. Thrown towards the net there. Another chance here. Flyers all over in the offensive zone here. Blanton keeps it at the red line. Throws that one forward. Jones comes in on the attack. Back behind the net. Jones still with the puck for the Flyers. Looking for a pass up to the point to Blanton. Blanton goes back to Jones. Jones carries it into the slot. Throws it towards the net. That one hits off a skate and goes wide into the corner. Jones once again. And now, too many, and pardon me, the whistle's going to go. That's going to be a head contact call coming to the Rockets, actually. It's Aspro, the captain, going off. Even though the Flyers came on shortly after with what looked like too many men. Aspro not happy after that call.
Aspro feels that shouldn't have been a head contact call. The referee ends up giving it to him anyway. 2 minutes goes up, and so the Leamington Flyers have an opportunity to now go up by 3. And we're midway through the second period.
Puck down deep in the Rockets zone here. Flyers working on the power play, and the net's going to come off right away as Weston fell down and pushed the net off when he was on his way down. The Flyers, the number 3 ranked power play in the entire Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. They'll get a chance right now to try and extend their lead, like you mentioned.
And when you have a top-tier power play, you normally score a lot of goals, and so as they just fix the net and a face-off towards Diamond's left, we'll see if the Flyers can score and try to increase their power play numbers.
Running at 25% in the early parts of this season. Down in the corner, thrown out front. Burrow's going to be the one to pick it up here for the Rockets and send it down the length of the ice. So back to get it as Waite comes out to play it is McKibben for the Flyers, and not standing around for long. They're quick to move back up ice. Over to Jeffrey. Jeffrey's going to be the one to carry it in across the blue line, back behind the net. Poirier throws that one around the boards. Kicked forward by Feder. Stopped up by Burrow and sent down the ice once again. So he's done a pretty good job at killing it so far. Waite back behind his net. Sends it around the boards to O'Neill. O'Neill now. Back to McKibben. McKibben at his own red line, starts up and tries to get a little bit of speed. Finds a pass over there. Thrown into the far corner now. Jeffrey in to go get it. Back behind the net. thrown up to the point. McKibben now. Circling back. Backhand pass. Feder throws that one, hits off his stick, goes wide. Still maintaining control, goes up to Feder at the point. Feder shot, that one stopped by the pad of Diamond. McKibben picks it up, still maintaining control of the puck. And now the Rockets try to clear. Big hit laid on there, and that one's going to be sent down the ice. Barreau will be the first one to go get it there for the Rockets, but waits out of his net to play the puck, and he gets it over to his man. Now sent up the ice. The Flyers will look to try to bring their way up with speed. Monty over to Fancy. Fancy gets around his man and dumps it deep down into the zone. Prue plays it, rimmed around the boards, back up to the point. Lacotte looks for a pass, finds Johnson. Johnson throws that one towards the net, goes wide by about 2 feet. Flyers still maintaining control, 23 seconds left on the man advantage. Across the blue line, Johnson to Lacotte, thrown on goal, that one goes right, rebound, that one stopped by Diamond. Coming up with a big save there and some more pushing and shoving out front of the Rockets' net.
Good positioning there by Diamond, being able to read the puck, bounced right off of the boards, and the good slap shot on there by the Flyers forward. And then once again, Diamond right in position, makes the easy save. He covers up. 8:39 to go, 14 seconds left to go in the power play for the Flyers. We'll see if they can capitalize.
Face off to the left of Josh Diamond. Won by the Flyers, back to the point. Johnson, back to Lacotte. Finds his man and goes right back to Lacotte, who's back to Johnson at the point. Walking across the blue line, thrown on goal. Pad saved there by Diamond, who was out of position after getting thrown out of position by what looked like Beneteau. Now Beneteau, he gets his shot blocked. Rockets are back to even strength now. D to D here and just dumped in by Johnson, and a big hit there by Hall, dumping Johnson to the ice, much to the response of the Rockets bench. Hofstetter tying it up in the corner. Sanders rims it around the boards. Johnson not able to keep it in there, getting past him. A hit by Hall there, and the Rockets will work their way up the ice. Prue with it. Net by Johnson. Beneteau now trying to get past there, right in front of the Rockets bench. Gets past Franklin. Beneteau offensively, top of the circle, onto the backhand, gets that one taken away from him. Prue tries to go get the puck for the Rockets. It bounces off the boards behind the net here, and the attack continues here for the Flyers as Hall puts it back there, and Hofstetter picks it up. The Flyers will go for a line change, so the Rockets will have a little bit of time. That long lead pass misses everyone, and the Flyers work their way right back up the ice. Going wide, thrown towards the slot. That one not able to be kept in, or pardon me, it was able to be kept in. McKibben thrown towards the net. That one right out front. Blanton picks it up into the corner. The attack continues here for the Flyers. Into the corner. Blanton looking for a pass. Thrown into the far corner. A shot way wide. Weston's able to keep it in. Now that one's going to be intercepted as Prue sends it. Glove down by Weston, who picks it up and works his way right back into the Strathroy zone. Diamond out to play it. Onto the backhand. Flyers intercept the pass, pick it up, and maintain control of the puck in the offensive zone. Going for the cycle. Weston gives it back to O'Neill. O'Neill over into the corner on the pass. Looking to throw it towards the net. That one's going to be intercepted by Prue. Prue's unable to get it out. Over to Weston. Weston on the backhand. That one's stopped by Diamond on the pad save.
Diamond being the busy of the two goaltenders here in the second period. And sometimes, Noah, we forget to mention that these two teams both played last night. So this is both back-to-back situation. And so you may be starting to see the Rockets starting to run out of gas here. Playing on back-to-back nights can be a tough thing for both of these teams. So right now, Leamington has more juice in them right now, but we'll see if the Rockets can try to resurge back into this game.
One back to the point here for the Flyers. That one thrown towards the net, goes wide, and the Rockets will pick it up, sending it down the ice there. Won't be an icing call, so the Flyers will have to go back to get it. Sagan into the corner. Hoskins picks it up now for Strathroy, looking to try and find a way towards the net there, but losing it right away here, and the Flyers will come back ice. Sagan, long pass up there, intercepted by Poirier, throws it right back up the ice. Looking for an outlet pass. Thrown towards the net, off the pad, stopped by Waite, and now right back up the ice come the Flyers. 6:15 to go here in the second. Turned over there with the puck now. Hoskins. He dodges a few hits, gets tied up with his man, and now up the ice comes Armstrong. Armstrong loses it there. Babenko had the puck for a second, and the Rockets back behind their own net will try to come up the ice. Burns flips that one forward. Goes down, tipped forward by Babenko, so no icing as Waite comes out of his net to play it. Colliding was Hoskins and Poirier, and now up the ice come Armstrong. Armstrong stops up the circle, looks for a pass, finds one, tries to make a move towards the slot there. That one's stopped. Hull with the puck, almost onto the stick of Hoskins, who's out of gas here. Lays one last hit before coming off for a line change. Back behind the net, Diamond's out to play it. Back to the point, Lacotte with it, thrown towards the net. That one gets blocked, didn't make it there. Johnson keeps it in. Lacotte over to Michaud. Michaud in the corner, looking for a pass, keeps it in. Back behind the net, Poirier finally picks it up and sends it out. He'll get it out of the blue line, but not far enough as the Rockets still trapped in their own zone. Poirier trying to flip that one off, unable to keep it in. Jeffrey over to Monty in the slot, makes a toe drag move, almost gets a good shot opportunity. Now Michaud trying to find Jeffrey, coming back up the ice here. The Rockets moving their way forward, going wide into the corner. Lacotte's all over him, throws it out front, almost a good chance there. Freifogel keeps it in at the blue line, thrown out front, back door, almost onto the stick of Barreau. Barreau puts a hit on his man, and now the Flyers will work their way back up ice. Pass onto the stick of Jeffrey. Jeffrey tries to make a move to get past his man. Long lead pass. That one off the stick of Barreau. No icing call. Flyers back in their own zone with 4.5 to go. Bounces out into the slot. Kept in there. Brendan Mayers. Thrown shot, scores. Cody Clerk on the one-timer. What a shot. That is 4-3. Back to a one-goal game.
Well, for the Strathroy Rockets, it is the Cody Clerk show. His first goal of the game, he made an unbelievable move at the center ice line, busted in, made a nice move right in front of the net, and here, he just receives a pass and just gets the one-timer. What I thought he wouldn't be able to get off, maybe go off of a stick, but he gets it clean through, it hits the left post into the net, back to a one-goal game with only 4.5 left.
Hit late at center ice there. Freifogel picks it up for the Rockets, who move it forward. Onto the stick of Sanders. Sanders has it in the offensive zone. Tries to play it back up to the point, but the pass is intercepted by Hull. And now the Flyers work their way back up the ice and across the offensive blue line. Drops up into the slot. Thrown towards the net. On the rebound. Stopped by Diamond again. Back behind the net. Thrown out front. And the Rockets will be able to escape danger coming up the ice. Getting across the red line and dumping it forward. All the way down there. McKibben gives a pass over to Hull. Hull in across the center ice area, across the blue line. Makes a move towards the slot. Gets that one poked off his stick by Diamond. And now the Rockets turn back up the ice. Barreau across the red line just dumps that one in. And on goal right into the glove of Waite, who will cover up with 3:36 to go in the second period.
The smart play made by Barreau, flipping it on net. Never a bad idea to throw it on net. It could go in. But on that one, just a smart play. Get fresh legs onto the ice, and you put the goal scorer back out there, who has 2 goals in Cody Clerk.
One back to the point. Prue with the puck. Still keeping it alive. Thrown towards the net. Off the blocker there. Kept in at the blue line by the Rockets. Thrown into the slot. Still with the puck. Over to Barreau. Good chance, but the Flyers will come back up the ice. They got a 4-on-2. Across the blue line. Still with it. Over to Simon. Simon's thrown on goal. Stopped by Diamond, who makes another big save here with 3:19 left in the second period.
Diamond coming across from his left to right very strongly. Shot right on, gets him right into the blocker. He fights the puck inside to his blocker. And another big save there for the Rockets.
Sagan gloves that one down on a clearing attempt by the Rockets. Thrown in on goal. Josh Diamond able to stop that one up. Makes a nice move to get around as Prue throws that one up to Mayers. Mayers throws it off the boards there, and Cody Clerk will come beat his man before he gets thrown to the ice. And the arm of the official is up, so a penalty will be coming here. And another power play opportunity for the Rockets, this one with 3 minutes to go in the second period.
And once again, Cam Simons is going to go for the interference, hooking, holding, whatever you want to call it. He'll go sit for 2, and it's a perfect opportunity here for the Rockets. They're going to have a full 2 minutes of power play time, and then there's only going to be 58 seconds left. So a key time here for the Rockets to try to get a goal here, tie it up, head into the dressing room, being tied at 4.
Puck thrown up here. Flyers unable to clear the zone as it's kept in by Hull. Hull, Sanders in the slot. Barreau thrown on goal, stopped by Waite. Great save. They still have it back behind the net here. Wood with the puck. Escapes danger, looking for a pass. He gets thrown into the boards there. Gets it back. Barreau's down there with him. Tied up now by Lacotte. Flyers trying to tie the puck up as much as they can. No sign from the officials yet as the puck is still somewhat loose at least. Back behind the net here. Sanders looking for the puck. Wood with it now. Sanders, side of the net, throws on goal. That one's stopped by Waite. What a save. Rockets still have the puck in the offensive zone. Down into the corner. LeConte ties it up. Sanders in there as well. Wood battling, trying to get the puck loose. Freifogel comes in, and the Flyers will be able to clear the zone here, killing off about the first minute of that penalty. They'll go for a line change. Back behind their net, the Rockets will stop up and get ready to come back up the ice. With speed now, trying to get a long lead pass up there onto the stick of Ben Diamond. Diamond gets thrown into the boards by Blanton. Blanton back behind his net, and once again thrown down the ice there. Hits off the stanchion and didn't get out, but finally they do clear. Burns back in his own zone. Circling back, he has Weston all over him. Weston tries to get that one away from Burns, but Burns gets past and works his way up ice, sending it down into the zone. Burns back behind the net, looking for it, still maintaining control of the puck, tries to find a pass up to Jenny at the point. Jenny over into the side, tried to find a pass there. That one's banked back, right? And Weston will throw it down all the way into the Strathroy zone. 22 seconds to go here in the Strathroy man advantage. Burns has it at his own net, looking for a pass. That one misses the stick of Jenny, poked forward by Brendan Mayers, and it's going to be Sagan picking it up here for the Flyers. He's got Monty with him. Sagan goes wide, thrown towards the net. That one is intercepted on the doorstep. That one's stopped by Diamond. He will just have to cover up. He'll have no choice. But with 2 seconds left in the penalty kill, the Flyers will have an offensive zone faceoff.
Flyers doing a good job on that penalty kill, shooting it down. And to me, a bit of a mistake, I would say, there by the Rockets. They allowed the Flyers to get a change during that power play, and so the Rockets, they should have maybe tried to rush that puck up ice, try to force the Flyers into making that change quickly, and so another penalty coming up here towards the Leamington Flyers, and so maybe a power play to start the third period or end late here again.
Rockets will work their way up the ice with the net empty. Diamond to the bench here, and a delayed penalty coming once again to the Flyers. Burns up to Franklin. Franklin gets in across the blue line here for Strathroy, gets that puck taken away from him, and finally touched up there by the Flyers. So with 34 seconds left here in the second period, Leamington will head to the penalty box once again, giving the Rockets another power play opportunity. They'll play 34 seconds of power play time here if they can't score in the second. If not, they'll start the third on the power play.
And so Michaud will go into the box. He will sit for 2 minutes or less. And once again, big opportunity here for the Rockets to try to tie this game up. Leamington trying to shoot this one down. Try the end of second period. The game being tied.
Tied up off the draw there. Flyers able to clear the zone. It goes all the way back down to Josh Diamond, who's out to play with 25 seconds left here in the second period. Hall's back behind his own net, looking for one final rush here for the Rockets to work up ice. Goes to Freifogel. Freifogel tries to get that one past, turned over. Hall gets it now. He works his way down into the Leamington zone. Hall thrown towards the net. That one goes wide. Barreau throws that one as well towards the net. It's gloved down and stopped up. Hall throws it out front into the blue paint, up to the point. Hall, 3 seconds left, tries to throw it towards the net. It will get intercepted. Feder in the corner. Takes a late shot there at Wood, a little bit high. No penalty call coming from any of the officials, but the Rockets will get 1 minute and 26 seconds of power play time to start the third period, trailing by 1 goal.
And a good strong period there for both teams. The Flyers came out stronger here at the start of the second period. They get the 2 goals, restoring their 2-goal lead. But once again, the Strathroy Rockets are not quitting in this game. They get another one from Cody Clerk. Head into the dressing room, down 1 with another 1:26 seconds of power play to start the third. And if they can continue to fight and fight and fight, they'll try to get the game tied up and maybe try to steal a win away here from the Leamington Flyers.
4 second period goals, 2 apiece, and both of those for Strathroy coming off the stick of Cody Clerk. The Rockets trail by 1, score of 4-3. 20 minutes to go here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center in Strathroy. The shots on goal after 2 periods of play now in favor of the Leamington Flyers, 29-20 after outshooting the Rockets 18-9 in that second period of play.
And heading into the third period, like I mentioned, the Rockets are going to have some power play time. And for the Leamington Flyers, they got to try to kill off that power play. They've done so a couple of times here this evening. and try to have another strong start to a period. They've done that so far, and we'll see how well these two teams battle it out heading into the third period.
So we'll go ahead and take the break here in Strathroy. An exciting third period for sure to come here on Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey.
One shot, that one scores! What a shot from Wood! It scores and then scores! Cody Clark ties the game with 22.7 to go! He tries to work his way towards the net, finds his shot, scores! Across and his shot, scores! And that one goes wide, Chase out front, scores! Welcome back inside of the West Middlesex Memorial Center here in Strathroy. We have played 40 minutes of hockey on this wet and rainy Saturday night in southwestern Ontario, Jeremy, but it has been all but hot in here for Cody Clark so far for the Strathroy Rockets. He's got 2 goals and assists, his team trailing by 1 heading into this third period.
It's the Cody Clark show. As I said earlier on, he's got 2 goals and an assist in here tonight. He's been the main factor for the Rockets so far in this game, alongside of Josh Diamond having to come up big as well. And for the Leamington Flyers, you can see the same thing for their leading scorers. I mean, Adam Jeffrey, he got himself a goal tonight. Same thing can be said, for Dylan Weston. Even though he hasn't scored tonight, he's been also a difference maker for the Flyers. And so far, the big boys for both the Rockets and the Flyers have made an impact in tonight's game.
A late penalty in the second period will have the Rockets starting the third period with 1 minute and 26 seconds of power play time. They haven't had any luck yet tonight on the power play. This penalty kill has been good for Leamington. But they started the second period with a power play as well, and although they didn't score on it, it got them the momentum they needed to get that early goal in the second period.
And that's what you need when you have a power play to start or end a period, is you get that momentum either back or you continue to have it. So with the third period here starting in just a couple of minutes, having that power play is going to give them that extra boost of confidence. And then if they score, all of a sudden the mood changes to now, hey, we have this tied. We can now go for the lead. And that also puts down the Leamington Flyers. And so the Flyers just want to continue their positive vibe of they've been killing off these power plays. And if they can kill another one here at the start of this third period, they will have that confidence boost in saying, hey, anytime that we go to the box that we don't want to do, we have that ability to kill it off, get ourselves back into the groove, be back on 5-5, and try to score on Josh Diamond.
If you're just joining us, the Flyers started the party 1 minute and 15 seconds into the first period on a goal by Blanton, assisted by Jeffrey. They scored another one 4 minutes later from Liam Hall. It was Brandon Sanders that got the first one for Strathroy about halfway through the first period on an assist by Cody Clark and Zachary Burrow. That was the score after 2-1 for Leamington. A little bit busier second period in terms of scoring. Goals from Cody Clark to start it 1 minute and 50 seconds in. And then it was Michaud and Jeffrey putting Leamington at a 4-2 advantage. But late in that period, with under 5 minutes to go, it was Cody Clark's second of the period and second of the game on assist from Brendan Mayers to put the Rockets within 1. That is where we stand now. Shots on goal 29-20 in favor of the Flyers after 2 periods.
And right now, the trend is going towards the Rockets' direction. I mean, if you break it down period by period, Leamington won the first period. That second period ended up being a tie. And so, chance here for the Rockets to try to go out, win this third period, and overall try to win the game. They just have to score 2 goals, and Leamington just try to keep ahead here out of the Rockets.
Face off down, Flyers take control of it right away and throw that one over top of the net in the Strathroy zone. Back to play it is Freifogel here, so the Rockets will look to try and bring the puck up ice here on their power play to start the third period of play. Freifogel off the skate of Wood. It's down into the Leamington zone. Wood across to his partner there, thrown up the ice, and the Flyers will once again clear the zone here. All the way down to Josh Diamond, who's out of the net to play the puck. Freifogel once again with exactly a minute to go here in the Strathroy power play to start this third period. Pass up there, carried forward. Sanders across the blue line. Goes wide, dodges a hit from Johnson slightly, tries to play it back there. Burrow gets it up to the point, pulled forward, thrown into the corner. Sanders is there to get it, tries to throw it out front. That one hits off a stick. Cycles it back, Riley Wood in the corner, thrown around the boards. Freifogel's going to have to come in and pinch at the blue line there. Is able to stop it up and make a nice play. Burrow over to Sanders. Sanders back to Burrow. Burrow in the slot. That shot gets blocked off the shin pads there. Good hit by Barreau, and it goes up to Monty. Monty at center ice here for the Flyers. He's just going to dump it in. 19 seconds left here on the power play. Freivogel back behind the Strathroy net. Not a whole lot of urgency here for the Rockets with time winding down on that power play. Work their way up the ice. Babenko with a little deke to get around Weston. Gives the puck over to Hofstetter, who gets across the red line and dumps it in. Flyers will be back to even strength here. 5-on-5 hockey. Back down in the far corner now. Cody Clerk trying to get to the puck there. Unable to get it. Throws a hit into the boards, and now up the ice here comes Calendike for the Flyers. Across the blue line. Weston, first one to get it there. Flips that one back behind the net. Turned over Hofstetter with the puck. He's just going to flip it up into the air, down the ice. That one will go and get across the red line. Although it looked like the Flyers might have had a chance to touch it up there. It will go all the way back down in the Strathroy zone.
And that's one of the tough things for an official to do as a linesman. As that puck's going down the ice and it looks like it's going to make it, then all of a sudden there might have been a play on it, and Leamington might have had a chance to touch it, but the official makes the smart call and just calls the icing, and so
Flyers down now in the offensive zone, trying to get a puck towards the middle of the slot there. That one's going to be flipped down all the way, and that one was going to slide towards an icing call as well. Back-to-back icing calls here for the Rockets, and now the officials trying to bring back on a little bit of that late line change there for Strathroy.
yeah, Cody Clerk went off thinking that the icing was negated. It turns out not, so he has to return back onto the ice, and that may be a good thing as he's actually going to try to make his way back towards the Rockets bench.
Clerk picks the puck up, gets it up to Babenko. Babenko works his way through, loses the puck slightly, but is going to dodge a couple hits there as Jones and Feder almost collide. Back behind the net, Mares with the puck now. On his backhand, looking for a pass into the slot. Finds Hofstetter. Hofstetter throws it towards the net. That one stopped over onto the side and almost right onto the stick of Ben Diamond, who takes a hit there without touching the puck. Going to get it. That one's up to the point. Kept in, thrown towards the net. Pad save kicked away and up into the netting by Waite. So the faceoff will stay inside of the Leamington zone.
And a close chance there as the puck was shot across the left-hand side, and it just missed the stick of Ben Diamond as he almost tied this game up, and so the Rockets starting to have a little more possession time here in this third period.
Up to the point, Burns able to keep it in before he gets thrown down to the ice. The Flyers will try to bring it out, but they're unable to. Goes to Ben Diamond in the corner. Diamond throws that one on goal, stopped by Waite. Trying to clear, kept in by the Rockets. Flyers unable to clear the zone as of yet. Hoskins in the corner, gives it to Diamond. Diamond tries to get it up there. Hoskins throws a hit, and finally the Flyers will be able to clear the zone as it goes up to Weston. Weston at center ice just gets it past Poirier and throws it back behind the net. Into the slot. O'Neill scores right off the boards. And it's going to add to this lead for Leamington, 5-3.
The Rockets with a bit of a breakdown there. There's miscommunication on the play. And O'Neill pots that one home, beating Josh Diamond. And the Rockets seem to be putting a little too much attention on Dylan Weston. I mean, he has some points tonight, and they paid a little too much attention to him as O'Neill got the puck right into the slot, high scoring area, results in a goal, 5-3, Leamington.
Rockets back in their own zone, pass up to Cody Clerk, who tries to get it up. He hits off the defenseman and the captain there for this Leamington Flyers team in McKibben, and it goes out of play. Face off in the neutral zone here. Sanders to take the draw. One back by the Flyers. They go D to D there. McKibben. Now back to McKibben again. Carrying it up through the center ice area. He gets across the red line and looks to try to find it deep down in there. Throws a hit against Burns. Gets it out and past the blue line. Barreau now works his way forward here for the Rockets. Barreau tries to drop pass there to Clerk. Carries it forward. Still has the puck in the corner. Up to the point for Poirier. Poirier almost over to Burns. That one hits off the boards. Burns gets it back. Throws towards the middle of the slot there. Clerk with it still. Tries to throw it up to the point for Burns. Burns keeps it in. Back to Clerk in the corner. Clerk back behind the net. Trying to find it over to Sanders. Clerk tries to lift the stick in the slot there and get the puck back, but carrying it up here, the Flyers try as they get across the red line and dump that one right across by the Strathroy bench. Wes Poirier now down in the top of the circle in the Strathroy zone. Goes D to D over to Burns. Burns comes up to Riley Wood. Wood dodges a hit there, tries to get it forward on the stick of Barreau. Barreau, a big hit there against Sagan, but it's actually going to be Sagan who takes the worst of it. Up the ice come the Flyers. Thrown towards the net. That one right into the chest of Diamond. He'll cover up and make the stop with 15:49 to go in the third.
And once again, Diamond coming up big. They're holding on to that puck, not allowing any loose rebounds. Down by 2. Diamond has to come up big here for the rest of this game here for Strathroy.
Face off one back to the point by Leamington. Thrown towards the net. That one goes wide. Hits off a skate out front. Didn't even make it towards the net. Hauled down there in the corner. Aspro is going to send it down the ice, and it will go for an icing. Didn't get touched up. And the face off back down into the Strathroy zone.
And a good battle going on down low. Strathroy was looking for a bit of a hooking call. The referee kept his arm down and explained to the players that it was just a battle going on for the puck. And so Leamington ends up winning this draw, but Strathroy is coming the other way.
Mears with the puck, comes up through center ice and dumps it in on goal. Tries to find a puck towards the slot there. Wood takes a tumble into the boards. Centered out front from Mears, but it's picked up there by the Flyers as they try to turn the puck up the ice. With speed and numbers, the Flyers come up the ice. Over to Jeffrey. Jeffrey just throws that one towards the net. Right onto the blocker of Josh Diamond, who gets it underneath and covers it up.
Leamington coming out at the start of this third period, using their speed so far to start the third period. They've been able to get a couple of shots towards Diamond, gaining the puck a lot more, and so with 5 minutes into this third period, Leamington, another face-off inside Strathroy zone.
Thrown towards the net there. That one's stopped by the pad of Josh Diamond. Into the corner now, continuing to battle here, trying to get it out. Armstrong looks like he got out of it with the puck, but it's actually going to be the Rockets who work their way up the ice. Hoskins now. Hoskins tries to get a puck up there, turns it over. Flyers now. That one off the shin pad and carrying it up through the neutral zone is Jones. Jones at the blue line, top of the circle, gives it into the corner. Turned over as Hall picks it up, gets it up to Babenko. Babenko onto the stick of Hoskins. Hoskins stops up at the blue line, makes a good move, gets it over into the slot, almost right onto the stick there of Babenko, but back up the ice comes Fancy here for the Flyers. Turns it over, almost right onto the backhand there of Jones. Stopping up here. Babenko will just take it back behind the net there for Strathroy. Use it as a shield. The Flyers will go for a change. Taking a second to grab his breath here and then get ready to come back up the ice. Onto the stick of Prue. Prue sends it down there, takes a hit, but gets it down into the Leamington zone. Battling hard on the stick there. He's got Hoskins in there with him. Puck back down behind the net. Waite looks off to his left as his defense work out the ice. Turned over there. Chance for Barreau. Throws that one on. Glove save. Making a nice save there, Matthew Waite.
And Waite's come up big when he's need to as well. As we mentioned about Josh Diamond having to come up big, Waite's been doing his part too. So Barreau throwing a shot on there. Might have been a high shot, didn't put a lot on it, but it's a glove save made by Waite. Anyway, and so Strathroy trying to get some more pucks towards the net, trying to chip back into this 2-goal lead.
Kept in at the blue line there by Clerk. Rockets are in on the offensive attack here. Clerk, top of the circle, tries to throw that one towards the net. It gets blocked, and right back the other way come the Flyers. O'Neal in across the blue line. Weston throws that one towards the net. Bounces right back out front off the glass there. Another chance for the Flyers. Weston now battling back behind the net with Prue. Battle continues here as it's tied up. Hofstetter back there. 2 Flyers and 2 Rockets. Goes up on the side. Throw it towards the net. That one is able to be kicked out and cleared the zone by the Rockets. The Flyers tired after that shift will go for a line change. Hofstetter back behind his own net. Will stop and get ready to go. Gives it over to Spezial. Spezial back to Hofstetter as he had a man right on him. And the Rockets will look to try and go back up the ice once again. Thrown over. Prue now. Prue hits that one off. Goes up to Sanders. Sanders sends that one down the ice and it will go for icing. So a tired Rockets unit will not get a chance to change here with exactly 7 minutes gone in the third.
And an opportunity here for the Flyers as, like you mentioned, Noah, the Rockets are going to have some tired legs out there as they just iced that puck. And so Leamington has a chance here to try to make it a 3-goal lead. Strathroy looking to stop it on this play.
That puck stopped up. Long lead pass over to Barreau was intercepted by Lecotte, and Lecotte gives it back to the point. Flyers towards the net. That one gloved down. Now Barreau back the other way. The Flyers still keep it in at the blue line there. Sanders tries to kick it up forward. Back to Prue. Prue in his own zone. Circling back. Goes back behind his own net. Circles back once again. Evading the forecheck there. Gives it up to Hofstetter. Hofstetter off the boards to Sanders. Sanders tries to get it past there. Unable to get it past Johnson. And now Kalinzak will carry it up here for the Flyers. Good drop pass to Beneteau. Beneteau makes a nice move. Throws that one. Oh, and it hits off of Diamond and out of play.
once again, Diamond having to come up big as that was a shot on net. It deflects off of him, rolls out of play. So now there'll be a face-off over to Diamond's left. And so a big opportunity once again. I keep on saying it here for the Leamington Flyers. And Strathroy has to start turning on the legs. I haven't seen those legs come on yet so far in this third period.
McKibben shot from the point. That one goes over top. Jeffrey plays it right back to Michelle behind the net. Gets past his stick and up onto the half wall where it's played out. And now Aspro makes a move to get past McKibben. Down into the Leamington zone. Aspro puts a hit on him. Wood in there to help him out as well. Flyers looking to try and get the breakout going here. They do it so well, and they do it again here. Getting across the red line, sends it in. Around the boards, Jeffrey. That one kept in at the point. Michaud, toe drag, over to his D partner. Thrown over, Michaud on the side of the net. Throws that one towards the net. That one hits off a body, bounces off the board, stopped by the pad of Diamond. Another good save by Josh Diamond in the corner. Trying to bring it out here. Trying to poke it forward there was Wood. McKibben battling as well to keep the puck in. Aspro waiting just outside for the puck to come out. It goes to Burns, and now Burns will try to look to bring the puck up ice. Almost onto the stick of Wood, who almost had a break. He's battling with McKibben. McKibben circles back and goes back behind his net. He's going to stop and wait for his first pass option or forward to come back and get it. He's going to take it out himself here. Get the pass up, which is going to be stopped up by Hoskins, and finally able to try and get it past. But it's going to be McKibben actually the one to clear the zone finally here for the Flyers. Thrown in from the red line by Blake Hull, and it goes back down behind the Flyers net here. Approaching the midway mark of the third period of play. Flyers still lead by a score of 5-3 as the puck goes back down into the Strathroy zone. Hull sends it up to Hoskins. Hoskins with a nice kick pass over to Babenko. Babenko tries to give it up to Hoskins again. Circling back and forth, gloves it down. Babenko goes up to himself there. Throws it into the corner on the backhand. That one is going to be gloved by Matthew Waite on a bouncing puck towards the net with 10:33 to go in the third.
Waite not wanting anything that around him to go into the back of the net, so he's going to grab any puck that he sees, slow the pace down, and now there'll be a face-off to his left.
In the corner here, Franklin with puck, tries to throw it out front. That one hits off the side of the net. And Waite. And now a few more shoves after the whistle as Franklin skated fairly close to Waite, and not liking that back on defense was Feder.
And really on that play, it was Feder who pushed Franklin into the net there, and so Feder trying to play the villain, trying to protect his goaltender, yet he was the one who pushed Franklin in, and so Franklin took a little bit of exception, saying, hey, you pushed me in, I didn't do anything on that play. And Feder trying to say otherwise.
They're going to throw Sanders out of the draw here in the offensive zone. Cody Clerk will come in to take it. Won by the Flyers. Feder has it, gives a pass up to Weston. Weston now trying to move the puck forward. Thrown down the ice and unable to touch it up there. It'll go for icing. So a little bit of stop, start here about midway through the third period. 10:20 to go.
And it's really our first, like you mentioned, stop, start that we've had, as the pace has actually been pretty good and so far.
That point shot is blocked, and it goes all the way down into the Strathroy zone where Diamond will cover up. It was a point shot from Sanders that hits off the shin pads there and made its way 150 feet down the ice.
And that's something that we don't see very often, is a shot that gets blocked and ends up actually going all the way down to the other end. And so Diamond having to cover up, and so now a face-off inside of the Strathroy defensive zone.
Sagan at the point, throws that one towards the net. That one goes wide. Clerk stops it up, tries to throw it forward, kept in there by Simons, gives it into the corner for O'Neill. O'Neill looks for a pass out front, almost finds Weston, goes up to Burrow. Burrow tries to go up to Cody Clerk. That pass gets intercepted. Throwing it off the stick there. O'Neill tries to pick it up. He does, gets it up forward, and the Flyers move in on the attack. Puck up to O'Neill. O'Neill has it in the corner on his backhand. Stops up, loses that puck, and Sanders will pick it up here for Strathroy as they work their way up the ice across the red line. Moving towards the middle, dodging a hit there, stays onside, stops up, and it's going to be a turnover. Up the ice comes O'Neill. O'Neill wide, thrown on goal. That one's stopped by Diamond, although not totally comfortable on that one. It's underneath him. The 9:31 left here in the third.
Diamond having a little trouble with that one, as He thought that he had it in his glove, and he squeezes the pads together, and feeling for it, recognizing that it is underneath the pads, and so now he'll have a face-off to his left.
Aspro and Calendike the face-off here, won by the Flyers. Tries to go back to the point there. Calendike picks it up, tries to throw that one towards the middle of the slot there. It's going to be picked up by Brendan Mayers, who throws it off his backhand. Unable to get it very far. It's thrown all the way back down into the Strathroy zone by the Flyers. Aspro behind his own net, cycles that one around. Trying to get the pass up. That one's going to be flipped up and out of play. Right into the netting by Hofstetter.
And now, past the midway point here in this third period, Strathroy's going to have to start playing a little bit of desperate hockey here. You're down by 2. Trying to get back into this one, try to tie this game up and try to force extras.
Face off there, won by Aspro, goes right back to the point. Hofstetter now back behind the net here for Strathroy. Poked forward up to Brendan Mayers. Brendan Mayers unable to clear the blue line there, kept inside of the Strathroy zone. Calendike behind the net here for the Flyers. Stripped by Hofstetter. Hofstetter gets it up, thrown forward, but glove down. McKibben makes a nice move, gets past, finds a light pass across the ice to Calendike, who goes down into the corner, battling with Prue, still holds onto it on his forehand here in his skates, trying to get it up so he can get a pass out. Aspro backhands that one up, unable to keep it in. Now they get it out finally. Beneteau, that pass over. Riley Wood almost right onto his stick. Beneteau across the red line. Pass over. Flyers in across the offensive zone. Into the slot. That shot's going to be blocked. Daniel Aspro will carry it up the ice. Almost on the stick of Mayers. Mayers makes his way towards the slot. Brendan Mayers tries to throw that one on goal. Hits off a stick and will go high and out of play into the netting. 8:16 left here in the third.
And checking the out-of-town scoreboard, we had 2 games going on in the Western Conference here this evening. The London Nationals with a 6-1 final score, so they were 6-1 after 1, and so they kept the scoring to a minimum after that first period. And then out in Kamoka, it is currently 7-3 in favor of the St. Thomas Stars.
Puck down into the corner here. Flyers trying to get it out of their own zone as the time on the clock gets right up to the 8-minute mark here in the third period. That one's going to be sent up here, and Leamington works their way forward. Stripped of the puck there. Riley Wood with it. Wood in across the blue line. Throws that one towards the net. Aspro behind the net. Wood brings it back out front on the backhand, almost in the slot. Good chance there for the Rockets, but the Flyers will be able to try to work it out. Kept in at the blue line there by Burns. Flipped up and into the Flyers bench with 7:44 to go in the third.
So the face-off will stay inside of the Leamington zone. So this is an opportunity now for the Rockets to try to throw one on net. And if you're Leamington, you have now less than 8 minutes to try to continue the pressure and try to add on to your lead.
Hoskins now thrown on goal. That shot gets blocked. Flyers try to work their way up the ice. It goes down into the Strathroy zone. Only man back there to play it here is Poirier for Strathroy. He's trying to get away from O'Neill. Big hit from Weston there on Burns. Back behind the Strathroy net. Thrown towards the net. That one's redirected by Poirier himself. In on goal and covered up by Josh Diamond.
A good shot on net there by Lacotte. It ends up going off of the hand of one of the Rockets defenders, and it goes right into a spot where Josh Diamond can just cover it up with the glove. Force a face-off, try to slow things down, try to get his team in front of him. Going again, 7:22 left, time slowly ticking away.
Poirier back behind his own net, tries to get it out of the zone there. Able to get it up here. Diamond pass onto the stick of Hoskins. Hoskins tries to work it forward. Now with the puck, Babenko stops up at the blue line, tries to throw it towards the net, goes into the slot. Fancy stops it up here for the Flyers, works it up to Jones. Jones up here, poke checked away. Rockets try to turn things up the ice. Hoskins battling as well. In to get the puck back, Armstrong. Armstrong tries to go up to Jones, a hit up high. That one sent back into the zone. Flyers have it deep here. Hall's going to pick it up for Strathroy and try to work his way up with speed. He does as he works his way into the zone, and he throws his man down to the ice, trying to lay a hit on him, but it's going to be rimmed around the boards. Not able to keep it in, and the Flyers will come up the ice here. Good defensive play there as well. Into the offensive zone the Flyers came, but they were offside. After a great defensive play there from Diamond, now up the ice, Hoskins comes. 6:25 to go. Here in the third period, Hoskins goes wide, tries to throw it towards the slot. That one's poked away, but now Leamington works their way back up the ice. across the blue line, going wide into the corner. Meets with the officials and loses the puck. Zachary Barreau gets that one stripped from him as well. The pass comes over to Beneteau. Beneteau gets that one past Clerk, but it's going to be poked back away. Hall battling as well. 3 Rockets down there right in front of their own bench with Calendike and Beneteau. The battle continues as they try to work their way back up. McKibben finds his man, dumps that into the far corner. Takes a nice friendly bounce right back to Beneteau, who gives it back behind the net. Looking for the return pass, gets it, throws it on. That one goes wide. Diamond knew that one was coming, but it still almost beat him if he had it. Kept in at the blue line there by the Flyers. They'll finally clear here as Michaud tries to send it in there. Now back to Barreau. Barreau flips that one up forward into the offensive zone. Cody Clerk with it. Clerk, side of the net, tries to throw that one back down. That shot. That one's going to be blocked by Michaud in the slot. Trying to carry it back up the ice here. Another chance there for the Rockets. But back up the ice comes Jeffrey. Jeffrey tries to toe drag and get around there. That one's going to be poked and goes up, hits off the glass, and the Rockets will work up the ice. Prue gets across the blue line, throws that one towards the net, goes way wide. Cleared the zone by the Flyers all the way down the ice. And with just over 5 minutes left here in the third, it'll be an icing call on Leamington. Face-off down in their zone, leading by a score of 5-3.
Well, you mentioned the great defensive play right in front of the Rockets bench. Beautiful defensive play there by Ben Diamond, recognizing that there was going to be trouble. Makes that great defensive play, which led to a scoring chance for the Rockets, and so now they have another chance deep inside Leamington territory.
Fetter back behind the net here for Leamington, trying to find an outlet pass. He does. Gets it up there. Kept in, right in front of the Rockets bench and sent down the ice. Sagan picks it up, back behind his own net under the 5-minute mark. Here the third period. Rockets trying to get back into this game. Monty gives it over to O'Neill. O'Neill slips as he comes across the blue line there, loses it, and now Aspro comes back up the ice. Wood, back to Aspro. Aspro on the side, that pass from Mears as he tries to send it right back out front to Aspro. Kept in at the blue line. Hofstetter thrown towards the net, tipped out front, and stopped by Waite. Now underneath 5 minutes here, and the Rockets are going to have to start to play a little bit desperate, as I've been noticing that the defensive started to be a little more aggressive on their pinches. The forwards are also supporting them on that backside. And then a good offensive chance there as there was a deflection right in the slot. Waite gobbles that up right into his crest, and so now another opportunity here for the Rockets. Flyers work their way up through the neutral zone and dump it into the Strathroy zone. Burns back to play it as he tries to get it out here for Strathroy. Turned over in the slot. Good chance, but a good defensive play there as well by Poirier. Breaking up that scoring opportunity. The Flyers will touch up there. And the whistle will go, and the faceoff should come back down into the neutral zone here. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remain in the third. And as time slowly ticks away from the Rockets, we'll see if head coach Jason Furlong decides to pull Diamond. They're down by 2. We'll see how much time is left, and we'll see if they decide to pull Diamond out of the net and go with that extra attacker. Dumped into the Leamington zone here. Keep an eye on Diamond as we creep forward here. Big hit laid in there as well by Cody Clerk. He's tied up in the corner. He's got a hit on Fancy now. Barreau goes back to the point. Burns walks across the blue line. Dodges it. Throws it towards the net. That one gets blocked as well. Bodies all over the place. Trying to clear it. Burns keeps it in with the glove as well. That one thrown over, and the Flyers will be able to finally clear. Long lead pass. That one almost right on the stick of Armstrong. Back up the other way here. The Rockets try to turn things up ice. Jones with speed. He falls down as he comes across the blue line. Moves his way through the arm. The official is up, so it's going to be a tripping call here. And the Rockets will take a penalty with 3:26, and that is going to hurt their chances. Not the smartest of penalties to take as Barreau was trying to go for the puck. He ends up slashing one of the Leamington players. He ends up falling to the ice. Not the smartest of penalties to take. And so he will sit for 2 minutes, basically negating an opportunity for Diamond to come out of the net. He still may have that opportunity so that they can go back to being 5-on-5, but key power play and kill for both of these teams. One back to the point there, Fetter. That one will clear the line as it was off the stick there, and trying to turn it up the ice here. The Rockets with a little bit of offense on this penalty kill, or at least trying to. O'Neill carries it in across the blue line. Into the corner now, tries to throw it up to the point there. Gets it up to Fetter. Fetter goes across. McKibben into the slot, throws that one towards the net, stopped by the pad of Josh Diamond. A big save for him, 22 seconds killed off the penalty.
And Diamond's going to have to come up big here on this penalty kill if you're Strathroy. With only 3 minutes to go, you want to make sure you can kill off that penalty. And then for Diamond, he wants to try to get towards the bench so that the Rockets can get 6 attackers onto the ice.
Up to the point here. Keeps it in. At the blue line, goes across to Fetter. Fetter across to O'Neill. O'Neill looks for the turn pass to Fetter. Throws towards the net. That one goes wide. Back to O'Neill. He's in the circle now. Goes across to Fetter, who's at the blue line. Back down into the corner. Now back to O'Neill. Good passing here by the Flyers. Goes up to Fetter at the point once again. And he goes across now. Looking back. Back to Fetter at the point. He tries to go over to O'Neill. That pass out of his O'Neill. O'Neill shoots. That one gets blocked by Poirier. Back to McKibben. McKibben, top of the circle. Looking for a pass here. Goes over on the other side. Back to O'Neill. O'Neill walks in. Back to the corner. Into the slot. That shot didn't make it there. Weston had a good chance in the slot. McKibben keeps it in. Now McKibben has it on the circle. Looking for a pass. McKibben stopping up, circling back. Back into the corner. Trying to bring it out front. That one thrown off a skate. Goes into the corner. 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Flyers leading by 2. 40 seconds left on their power play. Thrown towards the net. That one gets blocked right into the shin pads of Riley Wood. Into the slot. That one. Another return pass. And finally, the Rockets will be able to change here as all 4 of them will go off for a change. Killing off 1 minute and 30 seconds of that power play with under 2 minutes to go now in this hockey game. Back behind their own net now, the Flyers. Not forcing it out here are the Rockets, although they're running out of time in this hockey game. Back up the ice comes Leamington. Michaud drops that one off, carrying across the blue line. Now Beneteau. Beneteau back to Lacotte at the point. 4 seconds left. The Rockets will be back to even strength. Thrown towards the net. That one goes off the netting and out of play. But the Rockets have killed off the penalty, and this face-off will give them 5-on-5 hockey with 1 minute and 26 seconds left in this game.
And so now, with underneath 1.5 minutes to go, we'll see if the Rockets can get possession off of this face-off, get it down inside of Leamington territory. We'll see if Josh Diamond comes out of his net and see if the Rockets will go to 6 attackers.
Face off now as Freifogel tries to send it up there, right by the bench. Cody Clerk. Flyers have it in the zone. Cycling back there. 1:14 to go. McKibben brings it out front. That one's shot and stopped by Diamond. Eck out front. Hull bangs it in the blue paint. And the Flyers will extend their lead to 6-3, and that'll just about do it for this one.
You could hear from the Rockets bench the boys to keep pushing. You had 1.5 minutes left, and then it passed right out in front. And you hate to say it, but the Rockets almost basically gave up on that play, and so now they have 1 minute and 9 seconds, down by 3, as this one is pretty well in the books.
Final minute of play here in the third. Flyers work their way up. Michaud carries it in across the blue line. Finds Monty. Monty back in the net. Throws that one into the slot. Good chance. Back to McKibben at the point. McKibben tries to find Michaud. Goes into the corner with Monty. Monty takes a hit there from Diamond. He's just going to tie it up. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Flyers leading 6-3. Hofstetter with it. Sends that one down the ice. No icing call as the linesman waves that one off. McKibben back behind his own net. Shows it across to his D partner. Back to McKibben. McKibben gives it over to Simon. Simon's on the half wall. Back up to the point. Rockets able to keep it in here. 25 seconds to go. Back behind the Leamington net. They try to work their way up. Monty with it now. Flips it off the glass. Tries to get it out. Hofstetter from the point throws that one on. It's blocked by Monty. Back behind the Leamington bench now. McKibben will just flip it up there and get it out. And with 8 seconds to go here, the Rockets will take it back in their own zone. Hofstetter will just hold on to it, though, and that'll do it for this one. The Rockets will fall tonight against the Leamington Flyers. A final score of 6-3.
A tough result for the Strathroy Rockets. They were in this game for basically 45, 50 minutes. And this one not able to be in it for the full 60. But you got to give credit to the Leamington Flyers, the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. They came into this building tonight knowing that the balances were going to go to both teams, being able to capitalize on some nice passing plays. And so the Flyers will come out of here, win number 13, extend their winning streak to 6 games. Rockets lose a tough one here tonight.
So the final score tonight in Strathroy, the Leamington Flyers find the back of the net, a grand total of 6 times in this one. The Rockets will put 3 up on the board, and the final score will be 6-3. Final shots on goal, 38-28 in favor of the Leamington Flyers. Rockets go 0 for 5 on the power play. Leamington 0 for 2 on the power play, but they don't need it tonight. They come away with a 6-3 victory, and overall for the Rockets, a fairly well-played game, at least to start. Got a little bit better in the second, but not a great third period, and they lose by 3.
Yeah, and that's a tough result, Those first and second periods, they had that late energy. They were able to maintain the game, keep it close, but once they got into that third period and Leamington got the next goal, made that a 2-goal game again, and then getting that final icebreaker, making it 6-3, the Rockets finally ran out of steam, and so now they'll have a few days off and heading into their next game, going into LaSalle. A little bit of rest, see if the energy comes back for their next game.
So the Rockets drop this one. Final score 6-3. As you mentioned, Jeremy, our next broadcast and the next Rockets game will be on Wednesday night as they hit the road to take on the LaSalle Vipers in LaSalle. First trip of the season down to LaSalle. That is a 7 o'clock puck drop. Will be on the air at 6:55 from the Vollmer Center in LaSalle. From Jermey McGrady, Noah Smith, we thank you for listening with us tonight. Everyone have a safe and dry Saturday night.